welcome or welcome back to the stream. As you can see, I am so festive. Look how festive I am. Look at the Christmas cheer, everybody. Kawaii des. Yes. Very nice. Nice digs. Doesn't digs mean to your house? Don't you mean nice cloths? Don't you mean that is some nice fabrics you got there, young lady? Some nice, I think fabric is already plural. Some nice textiles you have adorned. A weave is what I believe African American women wear in their hairs. In their hair? God, I've been making fun of German people for too long. I accidentally said hairs instead of hair. Oh, I like your hairs. Let's make a party. Doof, 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 doof. Euro trash. Yay. Anyway. La, 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 la. Let's do our best and let's do the spelling bee. Where has everybody been lately? Am I that unlikable that everyone has left me? Probably. Oh well. Let's go. At least I have a cute outfit. Alright, we got the letter L, the letter E, the letter V, the letter A, the letter N, the letter I, and we have to use the letter B, and there has to be more than 3 letters long. I think bevel is a word. Could be wrong though. Bevel is a word. Nibble. Let's nibble Nobby's nuts, as they say. Livable. Nimble? Oh no, there's no M. Don't worry about me. It accepted the word blin. Hell yeah. Viable? Evil. Oh no, no B. Leave. Bull. I think I spelt it wrong. Leave. I'll spell it right. I spelt it right eventually, guys. This is the level of dyslexia we are dealing with here. You can never be too dyslexic. Well, actually, you can. You can definitely be too dyslexic. I take that back. Enviable. Ooh. $51 points. We had a solid bowel movement, everybody. Look at us go. We are the geniuses of our own times, probably. Something to that effect. Do you believe? Are you a believer? Are you Anne Frank? Would you have been a believer? Ugh. Let's do connections. The game is connections. There are 16 words. There are 4 categories. We don't know what those categories are, so we have to group together 4 words that might have a connection to each other. and guess. And if we guess, it will tell us why those words are connected and what the category was. All right, let's go. Lay. Duckling, Colonel, Napoleon, Princess, Calf, Piglet, Emperor, Fawn, Gush, Mermaid, Chalk, Porky, Praise, Wood, Babe, Flatter. Calf, Piglet, Fawn, and Duckling. Baby animals! Nope. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Colonel. Fawning, gushing. Fawning, gushing, praise, and bladder. Lay it on thick. There we go. Sniff bums. Ooh. The Little Mermaid, the Ugly Duckling, the Princess and the Pea, I don't know. And the Emperor's New Clothes? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. I have no idea. I'm just chucking stuff out there. Napoleon was an emperor, but I don't know how we make a category out of that. Colonel Sanders from KFC. Think about it. It's all connected. It's all connected. I like that Japanese people thought that Colonel Sanders looked like Santa Claus, so they decided to make KFC a Christmas thing. Amazing. We love it. Good job. What? Wood is a homophone for wood? Yeah. Wood. I don't understand what the point of your sentence is. Is that are you going somewhere with that? Neither? Okay. I thought you were like, I was waiting for the punchline. Oh, kernel. Kernel like a corn kernel. Kernel, wood. But now, what are the others? Calf, piglet, emperor, duckling, mermaid, chalk, orky, babe, and princess. But none of the other ones are stuff, are they? I don't know. Sipping some tea. A porky is a lie. It is indeed. Well, all of these are pigs. Piglet, Porky, and Babe are all pigs, right? Who else is a pig? Babe, pig in the city. A piglet is a baby pig. Porky is a pig. Is there a pig called Napoleon? Probably not. We're gonna be here forever. Let's try the fairy tale one. Duckling, princess, mermaid, and emperor. Hans Christian Andersen figures. Oh, it was! It was a fairy tale one. Yay! I have no idea. I have no idea. I am stumped. Stumpified. Stupefied. Dunkified. Sprunkified. Got no idea. You think that Napoleon is the name of the pig in Animal Farm? Napoleon, Babe, Porky, and Piglet. Fictional pigs. Colonel, Wood, Calf, and Chalk. How Orwellian. That's a time where I get to say how Orwellian, and it is correct. Because a lot of people chuck around the word Orwellian, but they don't know what it means, and then they like haven't even read any George Orwell. They just like heard it used in like terms for describing like I guess dystopic stuff. But yeah. Anyway, just an observation, I guess. Just an observation. Silent L. Oh, okay. Well, that was dumb. That was dumb. Thank you for ruining my brain for no reason. Wordle. They're not silent L's though. Maybe they are if you have an American accent. Because calf rhymes with half. Calf, half. Half a calf. I have half a calf. Don't know what gruesome situation that would occur in, but, you know. Still. Italian Christmas, true. Fight Club. If it was fight, then the I would be green. The I would be green if it was fight. So it's not that. Alright, well, we know where the eye is at least. La 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 la. I'm just gonna wait for other people to do it for me. Thank you very much. Meow 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 meow. Swift. Oh. I was gonna say maybe it's swipe, but there's no E. Swift, swipe, swish? Maybe it's swish. Oh, whoops. It's not swipe, it's not swish, it's not swig. It's not. Unless swig has 2 G's. Swizz, swish, swin, swill? No. Swick, nothing but net. I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand what anybody is saying anymore. Swigs? Swing! Oh, that was kind of obvious. Whoopsie. Oh well, we suck. Alright, crossword time, I guess. Crossword time. The art of memoir author. Marry somebody. Post-marathon woes. Limited work assignment. Jelly's last jam. Star Gregory. Declare openly. Buckwheat porridge. Final part of El Travator. Thick-skinned heavyweight. Get more magazines. Basin and bourbon abbreviation. B&B, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what any of these things are, I must say. La 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 la. You've got literally nothing. Yeah, are they fucking with us today, or are we just dumb? A thick-skinned heavyweight, maybe a cobra or a gator? I don't know, we gotta limited work assignment. We've got to, like, there's got to be something that we can get. There's got to be some words that we can, you know, just get some letters on the board. I think the letters that I have are probably wrong, so. Buckwheat porridge. We play enough food, or we should know what buckwheat porridge is. Casa? I think, yeah, I think it's like Casa or Kasha or something. Limited work assignment. Jelly's last jam. Gregory somebody. We don't know who you are, Gregory. The Art of Memoir author Mary. Who's a stint? Maybe. Declare openly. Starts with an A. Declare openly. Amen? I guess so. Get more magazines. Thick-skinned heavyweight. Post-marathon woes. What happens after a marathon? I don't know. You die? I don't know, dude. I don't run unless people are chasing me or there's a fire. Like, why would I be running? Why would I be running? Running causes premature aging and damages your joints. Don't run, guys. That's bad for you. Post-marathon woes. There's gotta be, like, something that's well known that happens after a marathon. Shakes? Yeah, but... It can't be. It's gotta start with an A. Cramps? Well, I mean, yeah, you would get cramps, I assume. Get more magazines. Does it mean, like, gun magazines or, like, reading magazines? I think the only place they have magazines now is, like, the doctor's office. Are we usually this dumb? I feel like we're usually smarter than this. I feel like we're all having a bad day. Get more magazines. All right, how do you get more magazines? You subscribe. You have a magazine subscription. You have a... I don't know. I actually don't know. Post-marathon woes. Jelly's last jam. No one's heard of that. Like, they just made up a bunch of stuff. You don't mind losing? Yeah, do you want to abandon it? It's really fucking stupid. Let's do an assist. Alright, well, this person's name is Hines. Which... Oh, you get aches from a marathon. That does make sense, actually. 3 down is rhino. Oh, they are heavyweights. 4, get more magazines. Reenan? What? Meenan? Weenan? Teenan? Yeenan? Keenan? Deenan? Tenru? What? Yenin? Alright, well, we had to cheat, and, we're not that smart. We're not that smart, guys. We are not that smart. Alright, rattle. Eternal to Dex. Something eternal, a disorientating thing to metaphorically fall into. Eternal something, part of a car. Something springs eternal. Hope? Hope springs eternal, I think. Something hope, a disorientating thing to metaphorically fall into. Hope something, part of a car. Hope something, topic in health class. Hope something, words from a counsellor. Change 1 letter in hope to get an opening. Whole? Maybe? Something whole, a disorientating thing to metaphorically fall into. 6 letters. Whole something, part of a car. Whole something, topic in health class. Whole something, words from a counsellor. Drop a letter from whole to get a religious leader. Opposite of whole in a sport. Place that employs a whole. Whole rhymes with these ship parts. Hull, maybe? Oh no, that doesn't work. You have 2 holes on your head. Something hole, a disorientating thing to metaphorically fall into. Depression hole? K-hole? A K-hole's probably, disorienting, I would say. A ketamine hole? I don't know. I don't know! Black hole? I think that's 5 letters. Yeah. Sinkhole, black hole. What's the opposite of a hole? What's the opposite of a hole-in-one in golf? What's the opposite of a hole? Like, is there like a murder hole? I've never heard of that, but I'm gonna try it because it's funny. What's the opposite of like hitting the ball in the hole in golf? What's the opposite of that? Is it like a ducky or a birdie or like a albatross or a Pikachu or something? I don't know, guys. I don't play golf. Obviously. Obviously, if it's not obvious, yeah, it's something. I think that might be the answer. I don't think we're... Rabbit hole? Ooh, a rabbit hole. Rabbit something, part of a car. Rabbit something, topic in health class. Rabbit something, words from a counsellor. Drop 1 letter from rabbit to get a religious leader. Rabbi. Rabbi something, part of a car. Rabbi something, topic in health class. Rabbi something, words from a counsellor. Opposite of rabbi in a sport. Place that employs a rabbi. Temple? Temple something, part of a car. Temple something, topic in health class. Temple something, words from a counsellor. Opposite of temple in a sport. Temple rhymes with these ship parts. You have 2 temples on your head. Head something, probably gasket. How do you spell gasket? Gasket. How do you spell gasket? I think it might be gasket. Oh, so I spelt it right. So it's not that then. Head gasket, part of a car. Head something, topic in health class. Head something, words from a counsellor. Opposite of head in a sport. Head rhymes with these ship parts. Headlights. Lights something, topic in health class. Lights something, words from a counsellor. Opposite of lights in a sport. Lights rhymes with these ship parts. Funny I went to the engine first. I'm pretty sure a head gasket is a thing. Why are you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me just because I'm a girl, okay? I know how to change my own oil and I know how to change a tire, okay? And that puts me in the top percentiles of women's. Probably, I don't know. Alright, so let's just all be nice, alright? Let's just all be nice to the dumb girl who's trying her best. Lights and tans. We're looking for something that's 3 letters. Opposite of lights in sport. 3 letters. Lights rhymes with these ship parts. 3 letters. Lights something, topic in health class. Lights something, words from a counsellor. I don't know. I should check the multi-chat. Whoopsie. Oh, that's okay. Maybe from top to bottom. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Something dex, topic in health class. Something dex, words from a counsellor. Opposite of something in a sport dex. Rhymes with these ship parts, dex. I don't know. I'm just as confused. I'm just as confused as I ever was. And my brain hurts. Lights something. Lights something, words from a counsellor. Lights out? Lights out. Apparently it was lights out. Why is a counsellor saying lights out? Are they punching you? What is this? Out something. Topic in health class. Opposite of out in a sport. Out rhymes with these ship parts. Out. Out cold? Out rhymes with their ship parts. Opposite of out. In? The opposite of out in sports. What do you mean? If you're not out, you're in. What are you talking about? Lights out, out cold. Bro's been watching MMA. Am I bro? Are you calling me bro, sir? Are you calling me bro? I'm very ladylike. I'm very ladylike when I watch MMA. I'm very ladylike. I just laugh at people when they get kicked in the head. Remember when Ronda Rousey got kicked in the head? The rattle person? Oh, sure. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Walk in baseball? Well, they said they should have specified what sport. Alright, well, it's not that anyway. Out something topic in health class. Out something in health class. Well, outpatient might be something you learn about in health class, but that doesn't fit. Opposite of out in sport. Outside? Nope. Out rhymes with these ship parts. Gout. Stout. Wout. Yout. Pout. Sout. Bout. Gout. Hout. Jout. Cout. Lout. Zout. Cout. Vout. Bout. Nout. Mout. Nothing. Safe in baseball? It was safe. Alright. Safe sex. Topic in health class. Hell yeah. We do like to learn about safe sex. Sex rhymes with these ship parts. Decks. Oh my god. I wonder if my neighbors just heard me excitedly scream out sex. They'll be like, finally, that girl is getting some doodle. Good for her. Good for her. It's Christmas after all. They're probably thinking, it's Christmas after all. We hope she gets all the willy. Or something. I don't know. Oh, there's another Bondi shooting. What the hell? Breaking news. Breaking news with Pandadorra.
And Rota, what were you confronted with? What did you see?
Pretty much everything. Like the bodies, endangered fellas and everything. Just.
It's Bondi, so you won't hear any Australian accent unless they're really rich hipsters with the Bondi hipster accent, or it's all gonna be like backpackers. It's all backpackers. Bondi guys, don't go to Bondi. Bondi's shit. Anyway, go to Coogee Beach. Don't go to Manly either. Don't go to Manly. People that go to Manly are gay. And that's all I have to say.
Try to help as much as I can.
How would you describe the scenes that we've... I've seen heavily armed officers come out of this building as well.
What happened?
Also part of that debriefing process.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet because we didn't really do anything yet, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your input. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much for telling me jack shit, you fucking loser.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, Serena, for that. Obviously, extra poignancy for that gentleman being an Israeli as well.
Oh, so they're saying it's something to do with Palestine?
Hanukkah, who will talk to us in 12 minutes, and we'll carry that with you live. If you're just joining us now from all corners of Australia, confirming tragically that 10 people have been killed in this Bondi Beach.
What the fuck?
Up to 16 people.
What the fuck? 10 people have been killed on the beach. Did this happen at the beach? Dude, I need to know. What the fuck is happening?
Have been critically wounded, including 2 police officers and a series of hospitals, 6 or 7 hospitals across Sydney, including the Children's Hospital, because there is a child who has been shot or injured in all of this as well.
No,
Those
that's
hospitals
fucked
are
up.
frantically now trying to save lives. We saw briefly there that there have also been raids happening some distance from Bondi Beach in Sydney suburbs, the area of Bonnyrigg in particular, and they have been swift, and we're hearing reports of gunfire in that area as well. We'll have police and the Premier confirm that in just 10 or 11 minutes' time, and we'll bring that to you live. Our reporters are out covering every angle, but Sam Payne has been speaking with witnesses, caught up with one of the tourists there. As we know, Bondi Beach, a mecca for tourists who come to Australia. He told Sam that he took shelter when he saw the gunman open fire.
I was on FaceTime with family from back home. I was just going to go show them the kind of view from because they haven't seen it.
All right, well, it looks like they're talking about Bonnyrigg, which is southwest Sydney. It looks like they're trying to frame this as some type of Western Sydney, which is a euphemism for being Muslim. The amount of people that have assumed that I am Middle Eastern because I'm ethnically ambiguous and from Western Sydney. No, I am the most Slavic-looking woman that ever freaking slaved, and I still get that. So look, this is how it's gonna get framed. It's gonna get framed. It's gonna get framed. The naughty Western Sydney people came to the rich Bondi suburbs to kill all the people that practice the Talmudic religion. It's gonna fucking get framed like that, dude. That's what we're just talking about. That's what we're just talking about, Kay. I'm just seeing it just now. I'm just seeing it just now. It looks like they're trying to frame it as some type of like anti-Jewish attack by people from Western Sydney, because they made it very clear that they're like raiding houses in southwestern Sydney. So I already know how it's gonna. You heard it when you took the sunset photo. I haven't been looking at the news all day. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
And then I just had fireworks go off, and I was like, it's a bit weird because it's daylight. And then as I opened the blinds, I just saw a guy on top of a white car, just letting off shots. Hit an older woman on the right-hand side and hit a guy on the left-hand side. The girl was very badly injured, and the guy seemed to be also in critical condition. But I saw everyone running towards my apartment block. So it's hard my family. I didn't know what to do. So parents were just saying like, just screaming on the phone, take cover, take cover, take cover. So I sort of ran, locked my door. Ran to my bedroom, shut the blinds, went to my wardrobe and just hit the wardrobe.
Yeah, one of the incredible eyewitnesses who not only, I mean, many of them didn't only just see, but they stepped in and they tried to help as best they could, or they helped shield other people as well. We heard that first-hand account from the New South Wales opposition leader, the former TV presenter Kelly Sloan, who she was down there with her constituents and she helped a number of people, including a child, under a bridge. And these incredible scenes right now, that Bondi Beach hero in the white shirt, another person helping him, who tackled one of the gunmen, then wrestled his weapon away from him, held
pretty
the gunman's
gangster
own gun at him,
pretty
to
gangster
make him, back up to cower away. Then we see that citizen down there just gently try and wave to get some attention, put the rifle down against the palm tree there, as the other gunman sort of leans on the lamp hole there and tries to find support wherever he can. Someone else comes out and throws something at him.
Thanks, something at him.
I understand we also have some fresh vision or new vision in
Jeez.
this is one of the people who raced in to try and help. Is it that same man? I'm trying to confirm that right now. I don't want to speculate that on right now. Obviously, we are blurring much of the graphic material at the moment because the injuries have been beyond horrific. These are large caliber weapons that have been used today to inflict the most amount of pain and hurt. We understand this is one of the men who tried to step in as well and help. We'll confirm that as it goes on. But boy, I'd like to hear this man's story here. An absolutely selfless act who stepped in to do the best he could, and he did. How many more lives did this man save? We'll try and work that out in the hours and days to come. I'm sure police will say that he saved many, many more because he was able to disarm that gunman and take his weapon away from him, point it at him. Not only take it away from him, but point it at him to get him into retreat, then waiting for attention and help to try and say, look.
I reckon he got shot when he was wrestling. The rifle out of the guy's hand. Because it looks like his shoulder's injured and it would take a while for the blood to come out of the wound. I think that's what happened. Kids were injured? Yeah, I know. I heard that there was a kid injured. I haven't heard much though. They're very, very scant on the details, but anybody that would hurt a child, serious fucking screws loose. I mean, shooting people in general fucking screws loose, right? Obviously. It doesn't need to be safe. But there's a special place in hell for people that would hurt children.
Look, I've got the gun here. We've got this man. Someone else come in and help. Just out of shot here, though, the accomplice of this gunman who's retreating is firing from the overhead pass there it is right now. You can see the smoke from his weapon as he continues to fire shot after shot into the...
Put out a message expressing condolences and thoughts with those of the Jewish community in Australia, and this is just continuing to develop in Australia, of course, and overseas here too, Michael.
All right, Jackie, thank you from our London desk. We appreciate that. Obviously, the activity is still very, very fast here. Let's go to some live shots now back at Bonnyrigg in Western Sydney, where there have been a series of raids over the last 45 minutes, reports of gunshots fired. This is in direct connection to the Bondi Beach massacre. As I mentioned earlier, Hugh Whitfield, you might want to chime in on this as well, who's at the desk with me, that the police clearly know identities. We've seen vision, which we're not broadcasting, of driver licence IDs. The names of the two gunmen are being distributed widely on social media, which we're not going to repeat at this stage, but police clearly know who they're targeting here, and they've been conducting these raids. This is
I'm not going to be one of those irresponsible streamers that starts, you know, broadcasting names of suspected gunmen, doing all that stuff, because we know what happened last time with the Bondi Westfields shooting. People were spreading around like the name of a man that that wasn't the gunman, and it was a whole thing. So just because something's being widely disseminated on social media, you know, let's just wait unless like it's coming from an official source. We don't want to like spread anything, but from the way that this is being framed, from what I've seen thus far, they're trying to, whenever they frame something about Western Sydney people versus Eastern Suburbs people, it's usually framing that, you know, Muslim Arab narrative, right? Because they just assume that like everybody from the Western Suburbs falls into a certain demographic, right? There was something a while back where a group of teens threw a chair at a random woman in a shopping centre. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to people, man. People's brains in this country are seriously broken at the moment. I mean, Australia seems to be faring better than a lot of places. A lot of places are way more violent than Australia, but it's like, what has happened all of a sudden where everybody's just lost their goddamn minds?
And just to the south of Blacktown and near Liverpool. So for our viewers around Australia, Western Sydney.
We know where Bonnyrigg is, you fucking racist asshole. Just because you've never been west of Ultimo, some of us grew up there, dickhead. We don't need you to tell us where Bonnyrigg is. Suck my fucking Western Sydney ass, mate. Fuck off.
Heartland, about a good hour's drive from Bondi. So if these addresses that we believe they are connected to what has gone down in Bondi today, the search will be on who knew what at those addresses and whether or not they may be connected in some way.
Significantly too, Hugh, just pointing out in the vision there, 2 Jewish liaison officers as part of the emergency response down at Bondi Beach.
Yeah, so at this Hanukkah by the Sea event at Bondi today, the Jewish community had their own paramedics and security on standby, and often outside synagogues around Australia and Jewish schools, there are Jewish community security, or they'll have paramedics at events, and there were some of those personnel at this event today. Now, some people say it's overreach by the Jewish community to have their own emergency services on standby across the city to look after their own community. On a day like today, it would appear that they were definitely needed.
Absolutely appropriate. Sadly, as it should be, but absolutely appropriate. And Hugh was just telling us all, in case you weren't listening at the time or you're just tuning in.
So do we have anything to substantiate that this was some type of religiously or ethnically motivated attack, or is that based purely on that the people that perpetrated it may or may not be from Western Sydney and they came into Bondi? Is that the...
Ended early tonight, a decision that's been taken by the organisers. And Victoria Police are deploying additional resources, they say, to Caulfield, which is a very strong Jewish area, and the broader Glen Ira area as well. They say is an act of reassurance to the local Jewish community. Victoria Police says that additional resources are being deployed tonight as part of the operations Trinity and Alliance, which have been run for some time as part of broader community safety efforts.
Hugh, thank you. I want to go back to Sam Payne, who's down at Bondi Beach, because as we've been reporting, among the critically injured are 2 police officers. Sam, you are with someone who helped one of the police officers, I understand.
I am. I'm with that fella and he was driving. And Bill, please talk me through. So you come across this injured police officer while the active shooter is around?
Yeah, I was just driving down Campbell Parade while I think there were active shooters on the bridge. So I turned into the parking. I saw there was an officer shot, a couple of other people in the center as well. Just parked my car. There were a couple of people helping the officer. I think someone from the surf club trying to wrap his gunshot wound. So I tried to help them, put pressure on the wounds. He was very brave. He was trying his best to stay conscious. And of course he was on duty. So yeah.
And you helped others, were others nearby as well in need?
Yeah. While there were 6-7 of us by that time who were trying to help the officer. So then someone came running from the center saying there's someone else shot. And I told them, unfortunately, look, I'm not a medic or a doctor. So they said
you do have blood on your hands right now, obviously, because you've just been gone in without thinking and just going to assist this injured police officer and then obviously the other victims.
Yeah.
How are you going now?
I think I'm okay. I'm just happy that people who are injured, that they're all going to be okay. But of course, it's tragic that a lot of people lost their lives as well. I think, of course, you process it a bit later, maybe whenever that happens. But yeah, look, I tried my best.
So this is what I'm trying to substantiate because they've hinted at this. Was there some type of religious festival in Bondi today on the beach? Or are they just trying to frame a certain narrative that they always frame when the perpetrators are from Western Sydney? Is that like, because I'm not saying like that's not what it is, but I'm just saying, should we be, throwing around racial stereotypes when we don't have any information? Why can't the worst crime your generation commits be opal fare evasion? Yeah, the worst stuff my generation did was like public drinking, and definitely a lot of fare evasion. We definitely were. The millennials were definitely not buying train tickets. I talked my way out of 2 train fines when I was a teenager. And one was with a woman as well. One was with this really nice blonde lady. She was really nice to me. I made her feel so sorry for me. She wrote the ticket out and then she tore it up. I was like, yeah, I understand why you have to fine me. And then I gave her this sign. I'm like, but you're just doing your job. And she felt so bad and she tore it up. And then the other one was a guy and I flirted with him. So that's why I got out of that. But, sorry, I know I'm laughing at a time when there's a shooting going on, but sometimes it's good to tell anecdotes about funny stuff. Some reports are saying there was a Hanukkah event, but you can't find any details. Well, I know today's the beginning of Hanukkah, but just because, it's the beginning of Hanukkah, it's also the beginning of, the 12 days of Christmas. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Channel 7 News is very sketchy. They've done straight up stories about Western Sydney and built narratives. Well, yeah, that's what they've done. They've just found out that there's raids going on in Bonnyrigg. And then the freaking audacity to tell us where Bonnyrigg is. Half of us, aren't from Western Sydney. Western Sydney is the third biggest economic zone in Australia, which means it goes Sydney for economies. It goes Sydney Metro. And then it goes Melbourne, so inner city Sydney, then Melbourne, the entire greater Melbourne, and then the third biggest economic zone, the third biggest economy in Australia is Western Sydney. So, as far as pulling our weight culturally and economically, yeah, I don't know. It's just freaking offensive. Just because the people that work at Channel 7 News have never been west of, I don't know, Camperdown or Newtown or freaking, wherever, Ultimo. I don't know. I guess if they went to UTS, I don't know where they went to uni. Probably Sydney Uni. So let's say Camperdown. Doesn't mean, heaps of us didn't grow up there. It's just freaking rude. And I'm so sick of, the Western Sydney stereotypes. It's, really grating.
And public order response. Our heart bleeds for Australia's Jewish community tonight. I can only imagine the pain that they're feeling.
Hang on, he just said it was a terrorist attack because I saw the subtitles, so let's go back.
Chris Minns and police hierarchy with him. Let's just listen into this raw from the beginning, please.
I appreciate you all being here on a very distressing night in Sydney. At approximately 6:47 this evening, 2 individuals began firing on a crowded group of families on Bondi Beach at Archer Park. This cowardly act of terrifying violence is shocking and painful to see and represents some of our worst fears about terrorism in Sydney. I very sadly need to report that as of now, there are at least 12 individuals that have been killed.
Jeez.
One of the offenders has also been killed and one is in custody.
Whoa.
This attack was designed to target Sydney's Jewish community on the
How do we
first
know
day
that?
of Hanukkah.
What's
What
the
should have been a night
intelligence
of
on that,
peace
though?
and joy celebrated in that community with families and supporters has been shattered by this horrifying evil attack. Commissioner Lanyon will speak about the investigation, the police response, as well as the designation of this attack as a terrorism event in Sydney. I can assure the community it will be met with a massive, comprehensive police and public order response. Our heart bleeds for Australia's Jewish community tonight. I can only imagine the pain that they're feeling right now to see their loved ones killed as they celebrate this ancient holiday. It's a responsibility.
And if this is a religiously motivated attack or an ethnically motivated attack, it makes it hard when, you know, a religion is also an ethnicity. It's kind of hard to know what language to use when referring to it. Look, obviously that's really, really fucked up, but like, what is this based purely on the fact that the people are from Western Sydney and they've gone and like, do we, like, was there a specific Jewish event happening in Bondi? Like, that's what I can't find anywhere, and I'm very, very confused. Because, like, okay, for Sydney in general, you can pretty much say in Sydney, you can pretty much say almost 100%. It's probably like 99.9. There's some on the North Shore as well, obviously. But you can say, you know, not everybody that lives in the eastern suburbs is a Jew, but all the Jews live in the eastern suburbs. That's pretty much a true saying for Sydney, right? Obviously, like I said, there's some on the North Shore, but you know, those are the enclaves. They're not really outside of those enclaves. So I don't know if that's like what's purely being used to make, like, because can anybody find out if there was a Hanukkah festival in this Arthur Park or whatever? Otherwise, like, it might just be 2 crazy dudes that went to Bondi. Maybe they just hate rich people. Maybe they just hate people from Bondi. I mean, that's most of the country, right? That's most of the country. I can't stand people from Bondi. They're annoying as.
The ability of all Australians to wrap their arms around Australia's Jewish community and help them get through this incredibly difficult period. This is a massive, complex and just beginning investigation. It's just begun, and there are things that tonight don't have the answers to. However, we do have answers to some crucial pieces of information for our wonderful city and our beautiful state. The first one is the outpouring of love and support from ordinary Australians for Australia's Jewish community is real. Secondly, today is another example of the enormous pressure and responsibility, the danger that New South Wales Police regularly face as part of their job. They do it without faltering. They didn't falter today. We need them. And thirdly, tonight saw extraordinary acts of personal courage and bravery from individuals in our community. And I think it's worth remembering that in all of this evil, in all of this sadness, there are still wonderful, brave Australians that are prepared to risk their lives to help a complete stranger.
Thank you, Premier. Good evening. Premier has outlined the brief circumstances this evening. I'll go through them again. They're more than happy to take some questions. About 6:47 p.m. this evening, police started to receive a number of reports of shots fired at Archer Park at Bondi. Archer Park is a grassed area just north of the Bondi Pavilion. Police responded promptly. Unfortunately, at least 12 people are deceased at this time. 29 people have been transported to various hospitals around the Sydney area, including 2 police officers. The condition of those officers and the other transported are serious, but there is a range of conditions. Our thoughts, prayers and love go to all the families and all of those that were involved tonight.
This was the event?
There were many people there to celebrate.
Oh, so it was a honeycar event? All right, well, that's fair enough.
There was well over 1,000 people there when this took place. As a result of the circumstances of the incident tonight, at 9:30
Okay, all right, well, that's fair enough.
This to be a terrorist incident.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't making, you know,
Section 6 to ensure that if
bigoted
there is a third
things
offender,
based off
and
the
we're
fact that the
currently
people are from
investigating
Bonnyrigg.
we will make sure that we prevent any further activity. Section 6 allows us to investigate today's incident. There is a massive police response, and I think as journalists you have seen how quickly and promptly the police responded. I'm incredibly proud of the professionalism of our police and emergency service responders. They have done a fantastic job. Unfortunately, it's only several years ago that Bondi occurred at Bondi Junction. We have learnt a lot from that, and tonight ambulance and police and other emergency responders acted promptly and professionally to do a great job there. We will have a significant investigation. Our Counter-Terrorism Command will lead this investigation with investigators from the State Crime Command. No stone will be left unturned.
Mins has been incredibly weak on smuggling and organised crime. New South Wales has always had organised crime since like World War II. Since the American sailors were like at Garden Island and King's Cross became like the red light district. It's always been, New South Wales has always organised crime, and the politicians and the police. It wasn't until like 1995 that they started clearing out any of the corruption. So from like the 1940s to like 1995, no one even investigated or tried to get rid of any of the corrupt police. Like, this is something that's been ongoing in New South Wales forever. And as somebody that may or may not know or have known in the past, some people, some figures associated with certain should we say, no, actually I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because yeah, I don't want people finding out who I am and coming for me. But let's just say, as somebody who knows, let's just say, I have... No, let's not say that either. All right, let's just continue.
This type of disgraceful activity, this wanton use of violence, the taking of innocent lives is unacceptable to New South Wales. It's not our way of life. I've been very clear since...
Well, Hyperbovian, the other thing you have to factor in as well is that Botany Bay is the main point. Logistically, Botany Bay is one of Australia's main functioning like ports. Melbourne doesn't have the infrastructure to import large scale the same way that Sydney does. So the reason why smuggling and things and organised crime being active in Sydney is, again, goes back to that infrastructure having been put in place a very long time ago. It's very efficient compared to everywhere else in the country, and that's why the majority of stuff still comes in through Botany Bay, and it's, you know, and then it's done by freight through the rest of the country essentially. But yeah, that's just because my dad worked on the docks for ages, and I'm very, very aware of how many people that work for customs are on the take. Like, you would not believe. Occasionally you'll see a story where it's like 2 customs officials have been busted, yada yada yada, where they've been like trying to retrieve, you know, or meeting up with like organized crime figures to give them the cocaine or whatever it is, yada yada yada. But you would be surprised how many, you know, how many tugboat drivers, how many this, how many that, how many people do you need to have on the take? Not many. What percentage of contraband do you need to actually get through for that to be lucrative and worth your time? Well, if only 10% of the stuff that you're trying to smuggle into Australia gets through, that's still worth it for a lot of people, right? Like, these things are at a large scale. Like, if you think that there's not like semi-auto and automatic weapons being smuggled into Australia, as well as drugs, as well as people, Human trafficking is also a thing. People think it's not in this day and age, but it 100% is. Everything's being smuggled in all the time. If there's a dollar to be made, people don't care. A lot of people don't have morals. There's a lot of people out there with some personality disorders running around. They don't care about other people's feelings. They care about themselves, and, you know, they're going to do what they got to do. And if that means poisoning their communities, if that means smuggling women and children, if that means, whatever it is, bringing in these guns that were banned in 1996, they're going to do it.
Since I've been the commissioner, there's a police force. We won't stand for this type of violence. I'm personally offended. You have seen that the police have already taken prompt action. The Premier has mentioned one of the offenders is deceased, the second one is in serious condition at hospital. We will focus to ensure that there is no further threat to the public. Could I ask, but this is a time of calm. This is a time where I want to make sure that there is no retribution. The police are investigating thoroughly. We have acted promptly. We have taken decisive action. Could I just ask for calm in the community? Allow the police to do our job. We will work closely with community, and I'll continue to provide updates about the investigation as they go on. Thank you. I'll hand over to the Minister and then happy to take questions. Sorry.
Do we have an age range of victims? I obviously tells you that of those deceased.
No, very early, sir. I don't have those details at the moment. As you can imagine, there has been a fair dislocation. Ambulance service responded brilliantly. They've had to convey people right around the city to numerous hospitals, so at this stage we don't have those details.
Commissioner, there's 12 people.
Sorry, could I also ask one at a time, sorry?
Commissioner, is there any intelligence about the two shooters?
For people that don't know Sydney, there is a hospital in Bondi, and I'm not sure if it's fully private, but my understanding is it's a private hospital. Then the next closest one that you would have is St. Vincent's, which is in Darlinghurst, which is a decently sized hospital, but probably the main hospital where people would be going to, I would say, would be Camperdown, which is Royal Prince Alfred. Also Royal Randwick. There's the Children's Hospital in Royal Randwick. I think they said that there were some children injured, so they've probably gone to Royal Randwick Children's Hospital. Then there's, Prince Alfred? I can't remember now. I've been outside of Sydney for too long. Is it Prince Alfred or Prince Alf? Anyway, the one in Camperdown. Yeah.
We're working through that at the moment. Obviously, part of the declaration is because I have information about the deceased shooter. It's not something I'm prepared to give at the moment. It will be part of the investigation, but we will work tirelessly through our counter-terrorism command to make sure we investigate all of the circumstances.
Commissioner, the 12 people that are deceased, do they include the gunman that is deceased, or is the gunman additional to that?
We've set up to 12 deceased at the moment. This is a really fluid situation. I would like to provide more certainty, but certainly the numbers that we are talking at the moment include the gun.
Anyway, I don't think we're going to find out more information until probably tomorrow, so there's no point in speculating and yada yada yada. So Hyperbovian was able to find out that there was in fact a Jewish event in that park. That was supposed to go from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight. Called Hanukkah by the Sea. So it does, based on that, I would say that there is probably like a geopolitical element to it, perhaps to do with Netanyahu's ongoing slaughter of Gazans. Probably that probably has something to do with it. Unfortunately that these things have to spill over into Australian society, but here we are. This is the world that we live in. And world leaders' indifference to Arabs being killed on the Gaza Strip has spilled into our society, and politicians don't want to take a firmer stance on it, and that sucks. And that sucks that these people who just wanted to go have a nice day in the park with their family got shot. That really fucking sucks, and my heart goes out to everybody involved. Obviously, it's fucking awful. And it shouldn't happen in this country, and it's disgusting. Hello, Ray. And with that, not to be callous, not to diminish how heavy the situation in Bondi and in the eastern suburbs of Sydney is tonight. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna play some World Guesser because us sitting here and talking about it and speculating wildly about it with no information isn't gonna help any of the people that were shot. So we may as well just, you know, we may as well play World Guesser, I guess. You know? Yeah, well, you know, what can you say? That sucks. Shooting innocent civilians to some issue happening in another country is absolutely brain dead. It 100% is. But so many people are radicalized one way or the other, right? And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. When the economy is so bad, you can pay for people to commit terrorism. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and find out what happened. It's look, like, could I sit here and speculate wildly? Yeah, we've worked out we're in the US, Ricochet. It's I don't know if you know this, but your country kind of has a certain look, right? Yeah, look, us speculating wildly about what may or may not have happened, what may or may not have motivated it. I mean, we could do that till the cows come home, right? But it's not necessarily helping anybody. All right, we're in Carroll, Ohio. Ohio. .5 kilometers. Not too shabs. Not too shabsy wabsy. We do like to see it. The 6 lanes gives it away. Well, you know what? Sometimes I think it's Toronto has looked heaps like America. Sometimes Canada does look strangely like America, but I mean, it's the same continent, right? It's like, I know Canadians and Americans don't want to think that they're kind of similar, but even when I'm playing GeoGuessr and it dumps us in New Zealand, sometimes I'm like, is this Australia? And we're not even on the same landmass, right? We're like a 2-hour flight away. And that's from the East Coast. And I'm still like, ooh, is this Australia? And, you know, like, we make fun of each other and we're like, we're nothing like those people. But at the end of the day, if I am alone in a foreign country and I hear a New Zealand accent, I'm still going to go over to that person and drink with them all night. And we're going to be like best friends. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're not that different. And I kind of feel like that's the same with America and Canada. Although I would say the relationship with New Zealand and Australia is a lot more friendly and loving than the relationship between America and Canada. I don't know, because I feel like when we're being mean to people from New Zealand, it's not serious, and when they're being mean to us, it's just like, you know, we're fighting with our brother, but we love them really deep down inside. And, you know, if anyone else hits our brother, that's it. It's on, you know. But I don't feel like it's that way with Canada and America. I feel like there is actual animosity there. Am I picking up the right vibes? I don't know. That's just kind of how I interpret it. I'm like, you know, I don't know. We're defined by our differences. We're too similar. We're defined by the fact that we invented pavlova and the lamington and the flat whites. Trump did say he was thinking about invading. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I'm so glad Australia is so geographically isolated. Let me tell you, mate, like, oh my god, if somebody tried to force, could you imagine if somebody tried to force me to be American? I think I might actually, you know, have to, I think I'd rather, you know, in Minecraft than be American. No offense to Americans, but yeah. You can take my life, but you can never take my Australianness. You can never take my Australianness. It will never go away. It's part of me. Was that a cow? Oh, hello, baby. Look, Hyperbovian, it's your girlfriend. Hello, baby. Orchie, orchie. What a sweet angel. Is this Romania or Bulgaria? I'm getting my flags mixed up in my brain now. Meow. Pancho Escobar. Ooh. Not Escobar. Do 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 do. But yeah, 12 people dead in Bondi. Dude, that's freaking nuts. That's absolutely horrific. It's insane that in Australia you have to worry about this stuff. Like, you never had to worry about stuff like that when, like, even growing up in a suburb where, like, it had some of the highest crime rates when I was a kid, I never worried. I never worried about getting shot, right? Like, it might be Venezuela. All right, let's try Venezuela. Caracas. Nope, it was Mexico. Thank you for ruining my country run, Hyperbovian. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope you sleep well at night. Sir, how dare you? I wanna be one of those people that, like, throws my mouse and gets mad when I, like, lose at something. Just, like, break. You know, go nuts. Go nuts and have like a compilation of, like, Pandadorra loses it over GeoGuessr, and I'm just like, New Orleans, hell yeah, Louisiana baby, let's go. My cat is crying 'cause she is so angry. 45 kilometers away. We did it. You alright, you little brain broken weirdo? like mother like daughter, I guess. That's how it's going around here. That's all right. That's all right. We're all a little bit brain broken, and you know we can do our best. Maybe, I don't know. We'll try. We'll try. Ooh. This has a lot of information on it. She's just yelling. She's just yelling her little heart out. The Treaty of Versailles. Hang on, guys. I gotta BRB. Did you miss me? Well, I don't think we're gonna find anything this way. Maybe let's go back over. You just wonder what they're saying? What, when my cat's just yelling? She's saying, I'm hungry and I know you just gave me food, but I don't like that food. And whatever food you put in front of me, I'm not gonna like that either. And then I'm gonna wait until the food that you did put out goes bad, and then I'm gonna eat it and make myself sick. Probably what she's saying. I guess it's something along those lines. I'm not fluent in like neurotic little black cat, but I assume she's saying something to that effect, you know? I think it might be something along those lines. So pretty specific, yeah. Well, you know, it's based on observations of her behavior and her routine, her daily routine. Expendio. I too like to expendio. Thanks for noticing. Ugh. Hey. She's making a lot of noise. Back there. You're making a lot of noise back there, princess. Little turd muffin? Little turd burger? What are you doing? Ugh, I don't know what's happening to my voice. It's going weird. Get the collar. No, Nori's not wearing a collar at the moment. She does have a pink leather collar, but my housemate took it off her because he felt sorry for her. I'm like, it's a collar. She can wear it. Like, it's not hurting her. It's just like a leather collar. Because I want to get her, like, name tags in case, like, she runs outside or something. Because she's very special. She's a very special cat. She might get lost. Reach for the zins. Shuck, shuck, shuck. Shuck my nori. I can't stop. Shuck, shuck, shuck. That shocking the dog song is very catchy. Shuck, 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 shuck my dog, I can't stop. Aw, see you, Kay. Him denying it so hard is hilarious. Well, I don't know how he, like, I don't know how he has, like, see, maybe because I don't think Asani's hot, I've always found his personality awful. Because, like, for me, there's no halo effect, right? So I've just always found him awful. He's always had an awful personality, and I'm like, why are people just working that out now, dude? That's because he's always been awful? Yeah, he has always been awful. That's my point. I never found him hot, so I was always, like, hyper aware of his awfulness. His first big blow up was for calling Lady Gaga trans. Oh yeah, that was when he did his bro tips. Yeah, dude, the fact that he hasn't been cancelled when, like, all the stuff that he said on the Young Turks has, like, come to light just goes to show, like, the left is super hyper. And I say this as somebody that is, like, left-wing in politics. The left is, like, super hypocritical about who they'll cancel and who they won't cancel, right? Because if Hassan was, like, some pimply little nerdy manlet, he would have been cancelled when, you know, him saying all the stuff that came out about him in the frat house as well, like the way he talks about women and treats women and stuff like that. He would have been 100% gone. But because, I don't know, he's allegedly attractive, which, like, I don't believe. I don't see it. His head is too small for his body. I'm sorry, but, like, ew. I'm just gonna go with Mexico. I got nothing. I got nothing and I'm all out of ideas. You don't give a shit about the stuff he said. It's just how he virtue signals so hard. Well, yeah, it's the hypocrisy that I can't stand. Because, like, I have left-wing politics, but I also have a sense of humor. And I also, you know, was a kid way before all this woke stuff. And the stuff that we used to say to each other on the playground when I was a kid would get all of us cancelled. We'd never be able to work anywhere. There were R words, F words, everything was flying around. And sometimes that was what we called our friends, right? Sometimes that was what we were calling our friends. Because, like, that's that's just how it was just then, right? People weren't all sensitive about stuff. Racial jokes as well, especially in Western Sydney. Racial jokes with your friends, because everybody was from a different country, right? Very, very multicultural Western Sydney. That was like our main thing. We would, like, people would bond over, like, ethnic slurs. Like, an ethnic slur would be your friend's nickname. An ethnic slur was my nickname. Like, these would be things that, like, nobody was crying about it. And then all of a sudden, and I know people that used to say the most heinous stuff that are, like, went full on social justice warrior. And I'm like, I used to know you in primary school. You said the most heinous shit. Like, come on, let's just take it down a notch, like. But people out here pretending that they didn't used to make jokes. And look, racism is horrible and sexism and all that stuff is horrible and I would never condone it. But edgy jokes are fucking funny. And as far as I'm concerned, I think edgy jokes increase social cohesion. Because when people can joke about things and feel included in things, when everybody's walking on eggshells around certain demographics, that actually, I think, because I've seen it, I saw it happen when all this woke stuff exploded. It actually leads to more racism and more sexism and this, that, and the other, because, like, people are scared to say anything. to a certain group of people. They're too scared to be friends with a certain group of people. And then that leads to animosity. That leads to, oh, well, I've got to use kid gloves on this person and it's annoying. So now I don't like this group of people anymore. When probably all they want to do is just hang out and make jokes with you. And if we had have just left things the way that they were going, like the way things were going in like the 90s and the 2000s, we were getting close to like a post, you know, racial society. Everyone just got along. And then people started hyper fixating on this, that, and the other, and it's like, as far as I'm concerned, it's just actually frayed the moral fabric of society. It's like, it's been to the detriment of everybody, and that sucks. It really sucks. All right, well, we're in Turkey. I don't know where, but we're in Turkey. Gonna go here. Indonesia, maybe? Nope. Thailand. I just saw a Thai flag. I'm not sure where, but I know I did. I know I saw you, Thai flag. Yeah. I think it might be Bangkok. It's Thailand anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just lock her in. Interesting. What does this sign say? Johan? Hello, Johan. What is Johanning? Alright, I think we're in Scandinavia. Where we do not know. Let's hope we see a flag. That is one way. That is one thing that could help us. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Waka, waka. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to watch Spy Family. Ooh. Luxor Eco Museum. They love SMB, apparently. I mean, that sounds like it could be wholesome or kinky. We don't know. So we're neither going to condone SMB or denounce it. We don't know what it is yet. So, you know, we're open. We're open. Have I caught up with... It's Sweden? I didn't have much time to chill this year. I didn't. I did not. Yeah, I'm just honestly so unwell at the moment that sitting up in bed is like very very taxing. And I'm just gonna go here. I don't know where anything is. Oh, 53 kilometers away. That was a pretty good guess. Shuck, 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 shuck my... Fuck, that's in my head now. Shuck my dog, I kissed up. Apparently, I can't stop singing this the song about shocking my dog. Help me. Oh. Loss. Unidad, Medica Rural, Los Aguayas? Los Aguayas? Does anybody know where Los Aguayas is? No? Nobody? Nobody? Sounds like it's on the water. Possibly. There's a lot of coastline in the world, dude. There's a lot of coastline in the world, I will say that. You think it's Mexico? I'll trust you. We'll go Mexico. Alright, this looks like America. 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 Sorry, don't know why I'm saying it like that. Do I have autism? Possibly, maybe. That's like some echolalia type stimming, I guess is the correct word. IGA! We're in Australia! It's IGA! La boo boo, la boo boo. Don't start me off on la boo boo. Collins Park. Super helpful. There is IGA in the... Yeah, and in Canada as well. Colombia and Denmark. Checks out. Stop giving your suburbs weird names, guys. It's weird. Country cupboard. Mrs. Joni Ruth Jenkins Memorial Highway. Well, shout out to Ruth Jenkins, whatever your name is. Oh, wait. We got suburb names that we might recognize. Nope. Take that back. Orangeburg? Dude, I don't know where that is. I thought I was going to say, like, South Carolina? Ooh. I thought I was going to say, like, Gettysburg or something. I was like, ooh, I know where that is. I know stuff about the American Civil War. Vaguely. Abraham Lincoln, Robert E. Lee, etc., etc. You know, so on and so forth, if you will. Alright, let's play 2 games of Food Guesser, and then I'm gonna go and see if I can get my cat is quite distressed. I don't know why. She's got everything her little cat brain could possibly want, but I think she needs mummy's bosom for a pillow, you know? I think she just needs to snuggle into some booby. You know, we've all been there. Sometimes we just need to snuggle into some booby, and that's all we just want. It's just a nice soft booby and a heartbeat, you know? That's sometimes all you need. And I think that's what little Nori is craving. So, you know, we're gonna do that for her. I think it will help soothe her. Black-eyed peas. Oh god, not the black-eyed peas. Awful, awful time in music for the world. Disgusting behavior. Black-eyed peas, onion, red pepper, habanero pepper, garlic, ginger, salt, baking powder, oil for frying, water, seasoning cube. This dish is a savory delicacy made from a blend of black-eyed peas or cowpeas, onions, and a variety of spices. The mixture is ground into a paste, shaped into small balls or patties, and deep fried until golden and crispy. It is often enjoyed as a snack or side dish, offering a delightful combination of flavors and textures, with a satisfyingly crunchy exterior. It's got habaneros in it. Let's try Mexico. Is that racist? I don't know. Warm. Mexico is warm. We want to go east, southeast, or northeast. Super helpful, Compass. We appreciate you. Shout out. Sorry, that was my cat was yelling, so I yelled back at her. What do we think of the Christmas fit? Cuba? It could be Cuba. Hyperbovian's not here to stop me, so let's just... Ooh! Good guess. Apparently it's all the islands. Apparently it's all the Caribbean islands, or if you're American, Caribbean. But my pronunciation is correct, obviously. So let's say Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, not the Caribbean. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Wheat flour, mung bean flour, eggs, water, green onion, cilantro, lettuce, hoisin. Well, let's go for China, 'cause it's got hoisin, you know. Not that other countries don't use hoisin, but you know. Correct. Actually, only one. I didn't actually read the list, salad tosser. Glutinous rice flour, water, sugar, red bean paste, potato starch, matcha, fruit filling. All right, let's just go for Japan because it said matcha. Your girl does not drink matcha, everybody. Nope, nope, nope. Final score. Gastronomical genius. All right. One more game and then where matcha can trigger lupus. Yeah, a lot of stuff can trigger lupus. I have to be really careful. I have to be careful. It's hard out here. Guys, do you think I'll ever be able to be a full-time streamer so I can quit my job and be a sick girl? I can go like full Iron Mouse and just stream at home, making money, being adorable. Oh yeah, what do we think of my Christmas outfit? Did I ask that question already? Well, anyway, I think it's cute. I think it's cute. This looks like a beef welly. Beef fillet. Fillet, not fillet. Beef fillet. Puff pastry, mushrooms, parma ham, Dijon mustard, egg yolks, pate, shallots, thyme, garlic, white wine, crepe or pancakes. First, sear a beef tenderloin, spread with a mixture of mushrooms, onions, and herbs. Wrap in prosciutto. Place on puff pastry. Top with more mushroom mixture. And wrap tightly. Brush with egg wash. Bake until pastry is golden brown and meat reaches desired doneness. Let rest before slicing. Serve with a rich sauce. This dish is a decadent and elegant meal, perfect for social occasions. The Duke of Wellington was British. Let's go with United Kingdom. And I say as I go to click on United States. Correct. Beef Wellington. Okay, well, thank God for that. Flour, water, salt, baking powder, milk, butter, sugar, and cheese, dried fruits. This dish is a traditional type of bread known for its simplicity and robust flavor. Typically made from basic ingredients like flour, water, and salt, it is often cooked using a campfire or hot coals. Is this damper? This is damper, because it says something about golden syrup. With a dense and chewy texture, it pairs well with butter or golden syrup. Historically, it is served as a staple for travelers and outdoor enthusiasts due to its easy preparation. Yep, this is damper. Australia, baby. Let's go. My dad actually used to make damper when we went camping as a kid, and I was like, why? Why can't we just buy a loaf of bread, you know? Damper, Australia. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks to my dad for being a true blue, fair dinkum Aussie bloke. Even though he wasn't born here, but he's a citizen. So, you know, that counts. He also uses a swag when he goes camping. So shout out to you, Dad. Once a jolly swag man indeed. You know? If you know, you know. If you're not Australian, I'm going to sound like I'm speaking gibberish. If you are Australian, you're going to be like, she's a true blue, fair dinkum Sheila. Anyway, I don't know. Meat. Beef, duck or chicken or tofu, coconut milk, onion, peanuts or cashews, potatoes, bay leaves, cardamom pods, cinnamon, star anise, palm sugar, fish sauce, chili and tamarind juice. This dish is a rich and flavorful stew known for its mild heat and aromatic balance. It's made with tender meat such as chicken or beef, slowly simmered in a creamy coconut milk base. This dish is infused with a blend of spices and flavors like cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Nori, I love you, but you're really annoying, Mummy. Look. I can smell that poo that you just did, young lady. I'm gonna have to, after this game, I'm gonna have to go fishing in Nori's kitty litter. It could be Thai. I'm looking at Thailand, possibly, because it's got fish sauce in it. And palm sugar. Tamarind juice. I'm thinking either probably like Malaysia or let's try Thailand. Thailand, baby. Correct. Next round. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at ya. Flour, water, salt, yeast, sugar, eggs, milk, butter, oil, cheese, apples, cabbage, potatoes, sour cream, dill, and bacon. Let's try Germany. If it's not, it's like Scandinavian or something. Germany is warm. Where are we going? Hyperborean, where's this compass getting us to go? Where's it getting us to go? How is every ingredient optional? Well, I guess there's like regional variations, right? Like in different parts there. Russia or Caucasian? Okay. All right. Well, should we try Russia? Oh, wow. Anyone recognize these types of letters? Could it be Finland? No, actually wrong way. Maybe it's like Georgia or like Uzbekistan or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait for Hyperborean to get back so he can help us. He can help us narrow it down. I do have to study like the atlas better so I can like... I used to know all of my countries really well. Romanian? Moldova, Romania, and Ukraine. Okay. Ooh. Beef, mutton, coriander, black pepper, salt, vinegar, fat, and natural caseins. Well, this could literally be anywhere. Some type of... This looks like Chinese sausage, though, doesn't it? This dish is a type of dried sausage made primarily from beef, seasoned with spices like coriander, salt, and pepper. It is air-dried, which gives it a chewy texture and concentrated savory flavor. Typically enjoyed as a snack, this dish is similar in style to beef jerky and is often found in markets served at gatherings. Its preparation method allow it to last a long time without refrigeration. Yeah, I thought this was Chinese sausage. Ice cold. It is not Chinese sausage. We want to go west, south, southwest. It does look like Chinese sausage, though. It does look like Chinese sausage. Also looks like Hungarian sausage. You know what? Let's try. I think this might be South African. Yep, Namibia and South Africa. Final score. And we're still a gastronomical genius. So at the end of the day, we still win. See, if it was like biltong, I would have gotten it. But because it was a sausage, if it was like the South African jerky, I think I would have got it. Because there were some South African girls at my uni And they used to give me like their biltong stuff. They used to eat it in class. And I always looked, if you ever meet me, I have like these type of eyes that are like very expressive, and people always think that I'm lost or that I'm sad or that I'm hungry. So people always offer me stuff. People always think I'm a tourist when I'm like walking around my own city. I could be like walking around Sydney or Melbourne that I know like the back of my hand, and someone will come up to me and be like, "Are you lost? Do you need help?" And I'm like, "No, I live here." Anyway, so people are always like offering me stuff. It's just like the small little lost, confused look that I have. So people are always giving me stuff. But yeah, they used to give me biltong. And that's the story, I guess. That's the entirety of the story. Nothing interesting to say. But with that, guys, I will bid you adieu. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I don't speak French. I'm not very cultured. I'm not cultured like that. But yeah. Sucks what happened in Bondi, obviously. And yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we will see what transpires with that. But hopefully, all the people that are in a critical condition, obviously, we hope they pull through. And I'm learning Korean, Salad Tosser. I've been learning Korean for like a few years now. And I'm going to Korea next year, so I'll be able to get in some real life practice. That will be good. But yeah. See you guys next time. Bye. Oh, thank you so much, Oriental45, for subscribing for 3 months in a row. Wait, let me come back. Thank you so much, Oriental45, but we're just leaving. I remember you because you're named after the noodle flavor. Hell yeah, Oriental flavor rules. All right, see you next time. Bye.